Have you noticed your energy dropping, your joints aching more than usual, or maybe you're struggling to maintain the strength you once had? What if I told you that something as simple as the nuts you're eating could be either protecting your health or silently destroying it? And here's the shocking part. Some of the nuts you think are healthy might be doing more harm than good, especially after 65. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 4 nuts you must eat every single day and which 4 you should avoid completely. This could be affecting you right now without you even knowing it. But before we dive in, I need to tell you about a recent study that changed everything we know about nuts and senior health. Researchers discovered that certain nuts can dramatically reduce inflammation and support muscle strength in people over 65, while others can actually accelerate aging and weaken your bones. What I'm about to share with you is backed by the latest scientific research, and it's specifically designed for people in your age group. I understand how frustrating it is when you're trying to do everything right for your health, but you're not seeing the results you deserve. That's about to change. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. What I'm about to show you goes against everything most doctors have been saying for years. We're going to cover 8 nuts total, 4 that you absolutely must include in your daily routine, and 4 that you should avoid like the plague. I'll explain exactly why each one made the list, what the science says, and how you can start implementing these changes today. This isn't just theory. This is practical, actionable advice that you can use immediately. Let's start with the 4 nuts you must eat daily. Number 1, walnuts. Wait until you hear what researchers at Harvard discovered about walnuts. It's absolutely shocking. These brain-shaped nuts aren't just good for cognitive function. They're powerhouses for your entire body after 65. Here's why. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, which your body desperately needs to fight inflammation. And after 65, inflammation is your biggest enemy. It attacks your joints, weakens your muscles, and accelerates aging. Studies show that eating just 1 ounce of walnuts daily, that's about 7 whole walnuts, can reduce inflammatory markers in your blood by up to 30%. That's massive. But here's what makes walnuts even more special for seniors. They contain polyphenols that protect your brain cells from oxidative stress. This means better memory, sharper thinking, and a lower risk of cognitive decline. Plus, walnuts help regulate blood sugar levels, which becomes increasingly important as we age and our insulin sensitivity decreases. But the most shocking part is coming up. Number 2 on our must-eat list is almonds. And here's something 87% of seniors don't know about them. Almonds are absolutely critical for bone health after 65. Every single year after 60, you lose bone density. It's just a fact of aging, but almonds can slow this process down dramatically. They're packed with calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, the 3 minerals your bones need most. 1 ounce of almonds gives you about 75 milligrams of calcium and 76 milligrams of magnesium. But here's the kicker. Almonds also contain vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants for protecting your cells from damage. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate almonds regularly had significantly stronger bones and better muscle function compared to those who didn't. And there's more. Almonds help stabilize blood sugar levels and keep you feeling full longer, which helps with weight management. After 65, maintaining a healthy weight becomes crucial for joint health and mobility. This next one will absolutely blow your mind. In fact, when I first learned this, I couldn't believe it. Number 3, pistachios. These little green nuts are like medicine for your heart and blood vessels. After 65, your cardiovascular system needs extra support. Your blood vessels become less flexible, your blood pressure tends to rise, and your cholesterol levels can become unpredictable. Pistachios address all of these issues. They're rich in L-arginine, an amino acid that helps your blood vessels relax and improve circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles, your brain, and every cell in your body. Research from Penn State University showed that eating pistachios daily can lower bad LDL cholesterol by up to 12% and reduce blood pressure significantly. But here's what really sets pistachios apart. They have one of the highest levels of lutein and zeaxanthin among all nuts. These are carotenoids that protect your eyes from age-related macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Here's the kicker that most doctors won't tell you about number 4, Brazil nuts. Now you need to pay very close attention here because Brazil nuts are unique. Unlike the other nuts on this list, you shouldn't eat a handful of these every day. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts daily is all you need, and here's why. Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium on the planet. One single Brazil nut can contain up to 95 micrograms of selenium, and your daily requirement is only about 55 micrograms. Selenium is absolutely critical for thyroid function, immune system health, and protecting your cells from oxidative damage. After 65, your thyroid function naturally slows down, which affects your metabolism, energy levels, and even your mood. Selenium helps keep your thyroid working properly. Studies show that adequate selenium levels are associated with a 30% lower risk of heart disease and significant improvements in immune function. But too much selenium can be toxic, which is why you stick to just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day. Now, before we get to the 4 nuts you must avoid, let me explain why this matters so much. Every single food choice you make after 65 has a bigger impact than it did when you were younger. Your body's ability to process certain nutrients changes. Your digestive system becomes more sensitive. Your inflammatory response becomes more pronounced. This is why choosing the right nuts is so critical. The nuts you're about to hear in the avoid list can trigger inflammation, interfere with medications, cause digestive distress, and even contribute to weight gain that stresses your joints. You're going to want to remember this next part. This is where people make the biggest mistakes. Let's talk about the 4 nuts you should never touch after 65. Number 1 on the avoid list, salted and roasted peanuts. Now, I'm not saying peanuts themselves are terrible, but the way most people consume them is absolutely destroying their health. Here's the problem. Commercially roasted and salted peanuts are loaded with sodium. Just 1 ounce can contain 200 to 300 milligrams of sodium, and most people eat way more than 1 ounce. After 65, your kidneys don't process sodium as efficiently, and excess sodium causes water retention, raises blood pressure, and puts tremendous stress on your heart. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. It damages your blood vessels, strains your heart, and increases your risk of stroke. But here's what's even worse. Roasted peanuts often contain advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which are compounds formed when proteins or fats combine with sugars at high temperatures. These AGEs accelerate aging, promote inflammation, and contribute to conditions like diabetes and heart disease. But wait, there's something even more critical about peanuts that you need to know. They're highly susceptible to aflatoxin contamination. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds produced by mold that can grow on peanuts, especially when they're stored improperly. These toxins are carcinogenic and can damage your liver. While regulations exist to minimize aflatoxin levels in commercial peanuts, the risk is still higher compared to tree nuts. After 65, your liver's ability to detoxify harmful substances decreases, making you more vulnerable to these toxins. What I'm about to reveal at number 2 on the avoid list literally changes everything. This one alone could transform your health. Cashews. Now, this might surprise you because cashews are often marketed as healthy. But here's the truth. Cashews have one of the highest carbohydrate contents among all nuts. 1 ounce of cashews contains about 9 grams of carbs, compared to just 4 grams in almonds or 3 grams in pecans. After 65, your body's insulin sensitivity decreases, meaning you're more prone to blood sugar spikes and crashes. High-carb foods like cashews can trigger these spikes, leading to energy crashes, increased hunger, and over time, insulin resistance. But that's not the only problem. Cashews are relatively low in omega-3 fatty acids and high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6s aren't inherently bad, the ratio matters. The modern diet already contains way too many omega-6s compared to omega-3s, and this imbalance promotes inflammation. Chronic inflammation after 65 is linked to arthritis, heart disease, cognitive decline, and virtually every age-related condition. This is where most people make a deadly mistake. They think they're doing the right thing by eating mixed nuts, but number 3 on our avoid list is hiding in almost every nut mix: macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts have the highest fat content of any nut, with about 21 grams of fat per ounce. While these are mostly monounsaturated fats, which are healthier than saturated fats, the sheer calorie density is a problem. 1 ounce of macadamia nuts contains about 200 calories. After 65, your metabolism naturally slows down. You burn fewer calories at rest, and if you're less active due to mobility issues or joint pain, weight gain becomes a serious concern. Excess weight puts tremendous stress on your knees, hips, and back. Every extra pound of body weight puts 4 additional pounds of pressure on your knees. Macadamia nuts make it incredibly easy to overconsume calories without even realizing it. You might think you're eating a small handful, but you've just consumed 400 or 500 calories without feeling full or satisfied. Coming up next, the one thing you absolutely must know about the 4th nut to avoid. This one is in so many pantries right now. Number 4, honey roasted or candied nuts of any kind. This might seem obvious, but you'd be shocked how many seniors are eating these thinking they're healthy because they have nuts in them. Here's the brutal truth. Honey roasted pecans, candied walnuts, or any sweetened nut variety are essentially candy masquerading as health food. They're coated in sugar, honey, or corn syrup, and sometimes all 3. Just one serving can contain 12 to 15 grams of added sugar. The American Heart Association recommends that women over 50 consume no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day, and men no more than 36 grams. One serving of candied nuts can put you halfway to that limit. But here's the shocking statistic that will change how you see this. Excess sugar consumption after 65 accelerates cognitive decline, increases inflammation throughout your body, feeds harmful gut bacteria, and contributes to insulin resistance. Sugar also causes something called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins in your body and create those harmful AGEs I mentioned earlier. These compounds stiffen your blood vessels, damage your skin, and accelerate the aging process in every organ system. The next item on this list might surprise you, but before we continue, I want to make sure you understand the bigger picture here. The 4 nuts you must eat, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, all have something in common. They provide nutrients your aging body desperately needs while minimizing inflammation and supporting healthy aging. The 4 nuts you should avoid, salted peanuts, cashews, macadamia nuts, and candied nuts, all share a different characteristic. They promote inflammation, contribute to weight gain, spike blood sugar, or contain compounds that accelerate aging. Now here's the game changer. This is the one thing that ties everything together. How you eat these nuts matters just as much as which nuts you choose. You can't just throw a handful of walnuts into your mouth while you're watching TV and expect miraculous results. There's a strategy to maximize the benefits. First, portion control is absolutely critical. 1 ounce is the ideal serving size for most nuts. That's about 23 almonds, 14 walnut halves, or 49 pistachios. Measure it out until you can eyeball it accurately. Second, timing matters. Eating nuts with meals, especially breakfast, helps stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day and keeps you feeling full longer. This prevents overeating and those dangerous blood sugar crashes that leave you reaching for unhealthy snacks. Wait, don't skip ahead. This next part is crucial for making everything work. Third, combine your nuts with other healthy foods. Sprinkle walnuts on your oatmeal with berries. Add sliced almonds to a salad with leafy greens and olive oil. Mix pistachios into Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey. These combinations provide synergistic benefits. The healthy fats in nuts help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins from other foods. Fourth, storage is more important than you think. Nuts contain oils that can go rancid, especially when exposed to heat, light, and air. Rancid nuts not only taste terrible, they produce harmful free radicals that damage your cells. Store your nuts in airtight containers in the refrigerator or freezer. They'll stay fresh for months this way. You're almost there, but the best is yet to come. Let me give you a practical daily routine that incorporates everything we've discussed. Start your morning with overnight oats topped with 7 walnut halves and a handful of fresh blueberries. The omega-3s from the walnuts combined with the antioxidants from the blueberries create a powerful anti-inflammatory breakfast. Mid-morning, if you need a snack, have 1 ounce of almonds with a piece of fruit. The fiber from both the almonds and the fruit will keep your blood sugar stable and prevent cravings. For lunch, toss a handful of pistachios into a large salad with mixed greens, grilled chicken or salmon, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and a vinaigrette made with olive oil and lemon juice. This meal provides protein, healthy fats, fiber, and a wide range of vitamins and minerals. And now, for the most important one. This is what everything has been building to. In the afternoon, have 1 or 2 Brazil nuts with a cup of green tea. This simple combination supports your thyroid function, boosts your immune system, and provides powerful antioxidants. For dinner, you don't need to focus on nuts, but if you're making a stir-fry or a grain bowl, a small sprinkle of sliced almonds adds crunch and nutrition. The key is consistency. These benefits don't happen overnight. You need to make this a daily habit for weeks and months to see real results. But here's what you can expect. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you should notice more stable energy levels throughout the day. No more mid-afternoon crashes. Within a month, you might notice your joints feeling a bit better, less morning stiffness, and easier movement. Within 2 to 3 months, you should see improvements in your cholesterol levels if you get blood work done. Your doctor might even be able to reduce some medications. Within 6 months, you're looking at significant long-term benefits: stronger bones, better cognitive function, reduced inflammation markers, and improved cardiovascular health. Before I let you go, there's one more thing you need to know to make this work. You can't out-exercise a bad diet, and you can't expect nuts alone to fix everything. These 4 nuts you must eat are part of a larger, healthy eating pattern. You still need to eat plenty of vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats from sources like olive oil and fatty fish. You need to stay hydrated, get regular physical activity appropriate for your fitness level, manage stress, and get quality sleep. All of these factors work together to support healthy aging. But if you're going to make one simple change starting tomorrow, make it this. Swap out those salted peanuts or cashews for a daily serving of walnuts, almonds, and pistachios, and add 1 or 2 Brazil nuts. That's it. One simple swap. So remember, the 4 nuts you must eat daily are walnuts for brain health and inflammation control, almonds for bone strength and blood sugar stability, pistachios for heart health and eye protection, and 1 to 2 Brazil nuts for thyroid and immune support. The 4 nuts you should avoid are salted and roasted peanuts because of excess sodium and aflatoxin risk, cashews because of high carbs and inflammatory omega-6 ratios, macadamia nuts because of extreme calorie density, and any honey-roasted or candied nuts because they're basically sugar bombs. Start by adding those 4 healthy nuts to your daily routine, measure your portions, store them properly, and combine them with other nutritious foods. Your future self will thank you. And here's something you need to know. In my next video, I'm exposing the 5 vegetables that are secretly destroying your gut health after 60. It's even more critical than what we covered today, and it's affecting millions of seniors who think they're eating healthy. If you want to see that video and get more science-backed health advice specifically designed for people over 60, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Stay strong, stay mobile, and I'll see you in the next one. Claude can make mistakes. Please double-check responses.